Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. Fire Red Jordan 3s dropped today. It's the first time they've dropped this close to the original release since 1988. This was a must-cop for me. I mean, the Fire Red 4s are probably my personal favorite pair of 4s that I have in my collection. Just like I love the Fire Red colorway on the 4s, I equally love the Fire Red colorway on the 3s, and I am a sucker for that Nike Air on the back. I can't lie about it. I also want to give a quick side-by-side comparison to these and the Cardinal Red 3s. I know I've been wondering about how different they are. A couple of you all have asked me if I would make some quick content about that, so I'll show you a little peek of that as well. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Before it starts raining too hard, let's look at these Fire Red Jordan 3s. Man, I tell you, all day, no rain, and then I go and pick up my shoes, and of course, what do we get but rain? Oh well, could be much worse. These dropped all over the place today. They were on Nike, a whole bunch of retailers, DSG, Finish Line, JD, basically everywhere that Jordans are sold. I secured my personal size at my local Finish Line, so I went and picked it up today. And I gotta give a shout out to Finish Line. I've really been having a lot of luck there lately. Lately, we've been seeing a box that has kind of the cement print or the elephant print on one side, and then it's got a color on the other side that matches the shoe. On this one, I guess it's more of an old school type box, and we just have this black lid, an oversized Jumpman in red, and then the back has all that elephant print on it. So that's kind of unique. The tag reads Air Jordan 3 Retro, white, fire red, and black. This is a size 10.5. I do go up a half size on 3s and 4s. I've noticed that lately they've been rubbing my wide feet up by my pinky toe, so I've lately just been going a half size up on those silhouettes. Retail price on these is $210, which is pretty steep if I'm being honest. And man, that retail price is steep, but I didn't hesitate. I think these are beautiful. I like the materials. They came out pretty clean. I'm really pleased. I haven't seen any quality control issues. I really haven't given them too close of a look yet, but A+. I really like these. I think just like the Fire Red 4s, this is a pair that I'll be having in the collection for a long time, and I will love the way that they look on feet. A lot of people acted like this wasn't a must-cop and said that these are going to sit and everything, and the way the market is right now, they may sit some places. I really haven't looked to see if they sold out everywhere or not, but I think that as time goes on, I do think this will be sought after. As valuable as the Fire Red 4s with the Nike Air branding, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if they are, because they are that good in my opinion. But I think when it comes to iconic Jordan colorways, this Fire Red color scheme is right up there with the bread colorway for me. It just doesn't get much better than this. But before I get locked in on just the Fire Red 3, obviously you can see that this color is different than this Fire Red. On the Cardinal Red 3, it's a little bit glossier of a finish, and it's also just a deeper, kind of darker red. And here it's more bright and a little bit more lively. But it's also more flat down here on the painted area, like it's not glossy at all. Hopefully y'all can see that. Another difference, of course, Nike Air on the Fire Red 3, and the older I get, the more I am really kind of feeling that. I do like having that Nike Air badge on the back. But of course on the Cardinal Red 3 you have the Jumpman and the air branding. One thing that immediately I noticed is the elephant print on the Fire Red 3 is darker, much darker than what we have on the Cardinal Red 3. You can see on the toe box as well that it's just much darker. Then the Cardinal Red 3 has the yellow Jumpman. It's kind of like a mustard yellow. And I don't know if that's in reference to the Cardinal beak or not, but that's what I've always assumed that it was. And on the Fire Red 3, it's in a fire red color to match the red on the other shoe. The little plastic eyelets here at the base of the shoe are yellow on the Cardinal Red 3. On the Fire Red 3, of course, they're fire red. Then going up the eye stays, here we've got more elephant print on the Cardinal Reds, whereas the Fire Red 3s just have that classic kind of perforated gray leather material. The same that we have on the tongue. These lace loops here, these plastic hits on the Cardinal Red 3, they're Cardinal Red. But on the Fire Red 3, they're white. And then at the top, again, you can see that these eyelets are Cardinal Red. On here, they're Fire Red. And again, they're more glossy on the Cardinal Red, whereas they've got more of a flat finish on the Fire Red. For the sock liner on the Cardinal Red 3, it's kind of more of like a silky material. It's more of like a shiny, smooth material. And on the Fire Red 3, we've got a gray, it's kind of like a sweat pant material. It's what we typically have. I don't know if I can say typically anymore, but it's just kind of like that soft, fuzzy material, if you will. But also down on the insole, the Fire Red 3 has Nike Air branding. And on the insole of the Cardinal Red, we've got just a Jumpman. If the laces will get out of the way. There you can see it. But I gotta be honest, I was expecting the material on the Fire Red 3 to be far superior to the Cardinal Red, and it's really not. The tumble is more exaggerated on the Cardinal Red. Like, it just almost looks more fake. On the Fire Red 3, it just looks more natural. But whenever you feel the material, they both feel soft. And I don't know that I would say, I probably prefer the material on the Fire Red 3, only because it's not so exaggerated. The tumble on it isn't so over the top. It doesn't have to be that extreme. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but hopefully you can see it there on the camera. The Cardinal Red 3 just looks crazy tumbled, and it almost looks fake when compared to the tumble on the Fire Red 3. But those are just the differences that I noticed off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and get to reviewing the Fire Red 3 since that's what this is all about. So we have a standard Jordan 3 outsole. We got this nice gray going around the perimeter. Up in the front, we have a Fire Red pivot point. Here in the midfoot, we've got some Nike branding, and it's white. But again, you can see that around the perimeter, we just have this nice dark gray color. Looks good, looks classic. I love it. On the left shoe, of course, we have that flimsy Nike Air tag. Usually my daughters take these and put them on their backpack, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to keep this one or not. Probably not. But then coming up, you can see that nice dark gray on the perimeter of the outsole meets a bright white midsole. And here on the side, you can see around the air unit, it's painted bright white. There you can see that visible air unit. And then right above that, we've got some Fire Red painted foam there on the midsole. And again, it's just got like a flat appearance, kind of a matte finish compared to the Cardinal red, but it looks really nice. Then on the inside of the shoe, we've got more white painted areas and more white surrounding that air unit. But then coming up from that white midsole, we can see this nice elephant print. And as I mentioned, it is darker than what we see on the Cardinal red 3s, and really it's darker than what we've been seeing on most 3s lately. I feel like they've been going with a lighter elephant print, and if I'm being honest, I don't remember if this is how it was in the 80s or if it was lighter. I can't remember to that extent, but I do know the shape of this is really, really nice. It's just this nice slope. It's not a real drastic drop off there in the front. I love how streamlined these look. And if you're familiar with the way 3s were compared to then more recent years, whenever we get that real sharp 90-degree angle, I'm very happy to have this back. I really like this shape. So well done on that. Then just behind that elephant print, we've got some smooth white leather. It is a thick cut, but that has no texture like we get on just about all 3s, but it's just a nice smooth leather. We've got double rows of stitching in white going around the top of that. And for the base of this upper, we just have a nice bright white leather, and it's got a little bit of a tumble to it, but nothing crazy, nothing too exaggerated. It doesn't look super fake, you know. It's not the softest leather I've felt, but it's good enough, and it looks really, really nice. It definitely is soft, but like I said, I wouldn't call it buttery. But then coming up to the tongue, we've got this gray leather with the perforations, and we've also got that up here on the eye stays, and it looks very nice. Then going around the collar, we've got a red smooth leather with perforations. At the base of the heel, you can see more of that darker elephant print. And then on this heel tab, we've got that Nike Air branding that I'm a big fan of. At the top of the tongue, we've got a white smooth leather with a embroidered Jumpman in fire red. And then, as noted when I was doing the comparison, we've got a gray, it's like the fuzzy sweatpant material sock liner with a red insole that has Nike Air branding down on it. They didn't give us any extra laces with these. They only came with the flat white laces, and I don't mind that. I won't swap them because I want to keep it looking like the original anyhow. But I do always like other laces, but I didn't expect it with this pair. But anyhow, that was a quick look. I am getting rained on, and my new shoes are getting rained on, so I'm going to hurry up and get inside. But you all have a great day. Let me know if you picked up a pair of these or if it was a pass for you. And I hope you all have a great day. I'm out.